Recorded live on a potato for the 28th consecutive season. We're here for the season opening event of the Pac Northwest Conference JBT season at Tacoma Lanes in Federal Way. Two youngins making the handicap division title match. Cameron Schneider just won his semifinal round to get to this title match against a name we all know and a shirt we all know. That Disney writing of Bactiller in the back means this is his dad's shirt. Former TPC champion, now his son. Malachi is here bowling for his first career title. We're deep into Generation 2. A lot of JBT grads have kids on tour now. And this yet the latest iteration. It's a 15-pin handicap difference. Cameron has to beat Malachi by 15 to tie and 16 to win. Cameron opened in his first. Malachi will return the favor, so little nerves early on, to be expected. This is both their best tournament results. Pretty large field, 82 bowlers started down to the final two, so little different atmosphere that they'll get used to. Meanwhile, Scratch Bowl in their semifinal, it's Corinne versus Chalmers with the winner to play Sicard. They're in the 8th frame, so we'll keep track on them over there. Pretty low scoring pattern to open things up this season. Taj Mahal about a 3-1 pattern. It played rough today. Only a few bowlers plus in each division. The leader less than triple digits in handicap. Only 3 pins separated first from third.
Somebody else left in the fourth.
Looking for our first mark here in the 2nd frame. Not going to happen. See who can shake off these early nerves first. Mal just 12 years old, just recently 12, while Cameron, the old man here, at 13. He had a lot of splits in his semifinal win over Bounce. Not technically a split, but a tough washout to shoot out here to try and get his first mark. You ever wondered who Bounce was? There's Bounce, finished in 3rd today. They got to make the top 4 twice this year to lock up their invitational berth, so all these guys are halfway home. So they're cracking $1,000 next June. Invite the springboard to the TPC, where we'll put $2,800 on top this season. Wonder where we came up with 2,800. Oh yeah, season 28. Makeable washout for Schneider, and doesn't quite get the head pin across. And it's dueling opens so far. Both opens for 2, no harm, no foul. Chalmers trails over there by 13 in the 9th. Big thanks as always to Mike and the whole team here at Tacoma for having us. Robert Kelly from the shop for providing an extra ball, so we gave out 2 balls today. No! Danny misses a 3-pin. That's a bad mistake. Just about sealed his fate over there. We're just looking for a mark over here in handicap, and we'll have a tricky 10-pin shootout to make it happen. A lot of friction, as you can see. It's a pretty high friction pattern. This is a very high friction surface, and this is game 2 million of the day, so where there once was oil, there is no longer. Careful preparation. They're all doing everything right. They just got to hit what they're looking at. Little dead flat ball goes right at it. There we go. What?
Excuse me.
What?
Sorry.
See this hand coming on screen here, though. Team Bactiller won the TPC. Gosh, I would guess back to 10, 11. That general area. I'll have to look, see if I can look it up here while they're going. One of many Northwesterners that have done better than just the math would say down at TPC. Beat rolled on with Ben Lang from up here in Bellevue winning handicap TPC this season. Do we have a spare? No, we don't have a spare. Come on, Malachi. Don't have a spare over there either. As Mac opens the door for Chalmers by missing that 7. He finishes at 170. Danny has 149 on an open, so he'll need double 2 to swipe that match away from Mac. My goodness. Let's get back to what we can get on track here. Not here. That ball is going to go in the left ditch. Such a different atmosphere in the title matches. Boy, Mac whiffs a 7 right after Danny whiffs a 3 of all things. He'll make that 99 out of 100 times. Now in a very tough pair to strike over there, he must double. We'll keep an eye on that. As hit the head pin there, he does, but doesn't carry them all. 4 opens to start the match. These are low average bowlers, so it's nothing they can't make up in the later half. But not start either of them really envisioned here. Oh, bowling's a funny game. Out of nowhere, Danny throws it perfectly and gets the first strike, and he's got to do it one more time. Cameron finally broke through with his spare in the 3rd. Let's see if we can get 2 marks in a row. He'll have to convert a washout to do it. We'll catch Danny's shot for the win. There we go. I found it. Okay, let's make sure I get that right. Oh, nice job, Cameron. He does convert that washout. Great spare by Schneider. Strike to win for Chalmers. It's close. He scored it. Wow. That's a different Danny Chalmers. He would have let that open frame of the 9th get to him in previous years. A much more mentally mature 10th frame out of him pays dividends. He'll go to the title match. Schneider looking for 3 in a row. He'll have a 3-pin to shoot at. He will not take lessons from Danny. How to shoot it. Watch him sort of flatten out that wrist a little bit. Curves it more than he did at the 10 pin, but still gets the job done. Chalmers stays behind the foul line and moves on. They finished from Danny. Disappointment there for Mac. It's been a long time since Mac has won, and he'll have to wait at least 24 more hours. There's a mark and make it a strike. So it's been 13 years, so forgive me for forgetting on the details, but it was his uncle Vince that won the TOC. Dig back on the 2011 TPC. There's no way to not make this blurry. I promise it's less blurry on the website. But that's Vince, second from the right there, winning TPC handicap, while another Northwesterner, Tristan Curtis, won scratch. His dad, Nick. I remember that shirt from back in the day. I'm not sure either one of them currently fit that shirt, to be fair. It's a bathrobe on Malachi, and I haven't seen Nick in person in many years, but who knows. 2 marks in a row. Basically double his score in 2 frames if he can pick this up, and he just edges by it. Bud, the odds-on favorite up here this season, but as we all see, that odds-on favorite stuff doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot all the time. Is the defending champ here at Tacoma. He swept the weekend last year. Much higher scoring tournaments last season as we vary the patterns constantly. Keep these guys on their toes. Yeah, nice shot from Schneider. Looks like these guys are shaking the nerves off for the most part, throwing better shots. Anybody's game at this average range. It's kind of what makes it interesting. You can kind of get lulled to sleep by these handicap matches, then all of a sudden they put a little string together and make up 50, 60 pin deficits all over the place. Love tap on the 10, make it 2 in a row for Schneider. And nearly zero reaction. These are two very calm 12 and 13-year-olds. Damn, they're running all over the place. You got to do it up from the desk, bud. I mean, the score part. Oh, nice break getting that into just a 1-2. You got to do that part at the desk, bud. The front desk will take care of that if you can get anybody to run. You don't have to do it. All right, you do you. Sorry, I'm stuck. This is a makeable, and this is a made. That's job. All right, much better here in the second half. Again, it's a 15-pin difference Cameron has to make up. As the scoreboard stands, he's made up more than that. What's that? Oh gosh, more than that. We're at 43 of that, so he's in really good shape here. Let's see if Bachelor can do something about it. Decent shot. Tickles that headbit on those reverse Brooklyns. That actually carries a lot. You can see that he's already a seasoned bowler because he's got that cast on his left wrist. As soon as you become a bowler, you've got to learn to fall on your non-bowling hand. Of course, all these two-handers don't really have a non-bowling hand, so it's another variable in there. Bud, your choice. Cool. Have a good day. All right. Nicely done at the spare. All right. 1, 2, 3 of the last 4 marks for Bachelor. 5 marks in a row, including the double currently working for Schneider, so he can put a hammerlock down on this. He can make it a gobble-gobble here. Is it Thanksgiving yet? I love Thanksgiving. Oh, man. Coulda, shoulda been 3 in a row there. Real nice ball, solid 7. You know why I love Thanksgiving? Because it's on a Thursday, so I can actually celebrate it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Likes to hook at it at the 7 and goes right into it. All right. Despite what his shirt says, Cameron is not choosing kindness right here. He is choosing to run right over them. Definite focus on being good to each other and anti-bullying up here in the Northwest. We like that. He is a nice kid, a nice family. But when it's on the lanes, there's no such thing. It's all business. Run your opponent over if you can, and that'll go a long way to it. Boy, shaky in the first 2 frames and then excellent since then. Strike in the 9th. It's Malachi behind the 8 ball here. Decent shot. Quite get there. Well, let's give him the spare and 20 in the 10th. That's a 135, which means Malachi would need 150. Cameron would need 150. I got really good news for the Schneider family. He's already there, and that's not going to work out for him. Well, it's going to be a tough final game for him. He's not bowling a bad game. His average is 125, so he's marked for barely under average. Just Schneider came up huge the last 6 or 7 frames. No. Give him his hits! Dang it. Rats. No love in the jackpots today. No one's 128 yet. 0 for 2 in that. There There you go. All right, way to finish. It's not going to feel like it to him, but yeah, it's a perfectly fine game. It's match play competition. Roll okay and just tip your cap to your opponent. Finish with an X. Ah, corner pin in the 10. Schneider with the rare bonus round here, a victory lap in the 10th frame. He's got it won. Good enough, doesn't matter. Now I know why you wanted to bolt today, not Sunday. I see. Like, now can I talk them into tomorrow? Haha. Still the careful preparation, even though the game is over. Someone's teaching him right. And getting one more shot. Milking his TV time for all it's worth. Unnecessary spare in the 10th. Cameron says his favorite thing outside of bowling is video games. He found a cheat code here in that last match. 180 scratch potentially. That's a big game today. There you go, right time for that. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Make it a 170 46 final. More than enough to make him a JBT champion. Guys, great job out of both of you. Can you stick around until this game is over? Both families, you got to bounce. Good for about half a game over there? Awesome. Great job, man. Congratulations. Stick around.
I don't know. I'm ready to go. It's pretty late.
Excellent job. Stick around for a few minutes. Still scratches done. We'll introduce them, all that. Well done. Wait, you're not going to say it with me. Bounce.
Yeah.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, we're going to bounce.
Okay, you're going to bounce. Nope, totally on you. I'm going to take your chair, though.
Oh, that's fine.
Not your chair, his chair.
Oh, yeah.
You got this chair.
All right, I like this chair.
Congratulations. We'll see you soon. Sounds like a plan. Shot you hope to never see again in your life.
Yeah, no idea.
I saw almost 90% of people struggle in first 32. You're seeing patterns in
I've been both 1 and 3 years.
Oh, even more of a reason then.
Not everyone does that.
I said 90%. We all can't be as special as some people. Alright, got the camera all reset here. We're ready for the back half of this title match between Danny Chalmers and Bud Sicard. I think this is a matchup we're going to see a lot this year. Everybody would expect to see Bud a lot this year, but Danny has stated his case as an up-and-coming bowler around here with the back half of last season. This will be a great test for him. Try and beat Bud. He anointed Bud his target, as he really made his season last year by taking down Andrew Guba at Rainbow. Andrew won so much last year we got rid of him. So now it's Bud who is the target, which is a compliment to Bud from Danny. Some respect for the dominant name up here in the Northwest, but a whole new season. like we talked about earlier when we were catching the back half of that match, it's a much mentally stronger Danny. Still emotional, but when he makes the errors, he's able to recover from those errors. In the past, when he made errors, it was, recovery was unlikely. That does not appear to be the case anymore. That's a credit to Team Chalmers. And just, you know, growing up, that sort of thing. Speaking of growing up, 8-foot tall Bud. Yeah. Won both events in Tacoma last season on 2 very different patterns. They were much higher scoring last year than what we put out today, Taj Mahal. Maybe they'll be easy tomorrow. That should scare the scratch division field if that's the case, because Bud averaged over 240 on the weekend at Tacoma here last season. Nowhere near that today. A little over 210 was enough to lead the tournament by just 5 pins over Chalmers. Woo! There's all these Gumby-wristed two-handers here doing forward balls and backup balls and plastic balls all over the place. He's 100% confident in backing up the 10-pin. Just holds on to it. Danny doubled to beat Mac Duran in the semifinal. Mac outlasted Henry Hind in round 1, where neither one had a good look. Mac doubling in the 10th, finally put away Henry in that one. See Bud using a pretty aggressive ball, but a very squared up outside line. And, you know, every two-hander can stand left, throw right, but when you can add your B, C, and D game and still lead tournaments and be confident doing them, that's when you become a great player. And Sicard obviously well on his way to that with 10 titles coming into the year. With a shot to get way more than that, but wow. I don't know what brick that ball hit as compared to the other ball, but that hooked the second it hit the lane. Oh, was he? Oh, correction. I thought that was a big old ace-sim. I didn't realize. I didn't realize Bud's throwing plastic with surface up the outside. That's how he's getting it to go so straight. So he balled up to the purple hammer, and you see it went immediately off the lane to the left. Did not realize that. 1 million pesos. I said 1 million pesos.
How much is that in?
I have no idea. I think it's way too much for the actual number, though.
Oh yeah, no, that's
50 bones, and one of the 3 wins you need to get into the girls' team.
$50. Okay.
Thank you for translating the sarcastic bowling director into English. Yes.
Yeah.
Layla, by the way, doubled in the 10th to win girls' scratch today over Haley Hopkins.
How much did you pay out for fifth?
I don't know yet. You won a lot of money. Chalmers trips that 6 pin for 3 in a row. So yeah, I didn't realize that was plastic. It's got quite a bit of surface on it. It looked like, well, not plastic, but now I know. That explains a lot about how he was able to keep that ball on line. Right now he trails by 33, working on an open in the 7th. It also doesn't hit remotely like plastic either when he puts the ball in the 1-3 with all that power. But as you can see, if he's anywhere near that zone on the lane, anything stronger is going to be too much ball. In fact, if this wasn't working, I wouldn't be surprised if he had moved to doing a backup ball on his strike ball. However, he's got a perfectly good look here. He'll know what not to do if he leaves any more 4 pins. Having said all that, it acts like a plastic ball on that shot, leaving a half 10. You can actually see how much more volume is left on the left side. He threw that, you know, basically a mirror image of how he threw the 4 pin, and that one easily hits the 10, whereas that Left side did not. Orpin did not. Well, Danny with the chance to have a career moment here. He's got the match in hand. Got to keep filling frames, doesn't he? Woo! Middle help if he strikes. Four-bagger.
It counts. Woo! That's right.
I wonder what's in that right ear right now. We do allow you to wear one earbud. It's one of two things. It's either like death metal or just like calm down, relax. A little Beethoven. You can do this. We still love you. Everything's okay. The best Bud can do is 205. Danny's into 220, so. Oh! That is another trip six, and that is going to be a title-winning trip six. He's got it. So Bud's going to experience losing at Tacoma for the first time in 2 years. Still be a more than worthy runner-up effort as he trips a four-pin. We'll stay at 10.
We still love you, bud.
By we, Spencer means he. We do.
Spencer loves you.
Second scratch.
Yes, second eat. You know what that means now? Yes. Yeah, I know how to say your mom. My previous
What's it worth to you? Didn't matter in the 10th in that particular case. 173 is the final number. Well, Danny keeps calling out his victims. He spoke it into existence. But now it's going to be the reverse scenario because now all the targets are going to be on Danny here as the current champ, King of the Hill. Finishing in style, making a six-pack. Didn't see many of those at all today. I can't remember a game over 250 being shot today, and Danny's got a chance.
260.
Who was that?
I don't know his name. He went front 9 and 7 wins.
Oh, that was Jake Kaiser. Yeah, at front 9, 7 out for 261. That was the high game of the day. For sure.
Henry and Matt Clay shot 256.
Yeah, that's it. Not a lot. It's got to be like usually 270s to get fifth high game around here today. 245 is definitely a title-winning score. It's a great start to the season. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow as well. Bring a friend or two with you. Follow us on our website and our Facebook. Danny Chalmers chops the head pin up to be your winner in Federal Way.